Today's video is brought to you by lootcrate.com. Save 10% on any new subscription at www.trylootcrate.com/Dr.Wily. Enter promo code BRIDGE10 for 10% savings. One ill-fated day, misfortune befell me and my boat was destroyed. Clinging to the wreckage, I drifted at the whims of the waves. That's when I saw this monstrosity. This foul ship veiled in mist and fading in and out of sight like something of another world. 'Tis none other than the ghost ship. But what's the story behind this cursed ship? Who created it and how did they come up with the idea? The ghost ship. This strange, paranormal ship sails under the night sky in a different sector of the Great Sea each night according to the lunar cycle, until it's freed from its curse. Whenever Link is in the same region as the ghost ship, the sky fills with dark clouds, but no rain. When the ghost ship draws near, a haunting melody plays. The ship is filled with monsters, ghosts, re-deads, and some sort of ghostly essence that covers the floor. A face can be found in the room containing the treasure. When seen from afar, the painting depicts a face with a demonic smile. As Link approaches it, the face's smile in the painting diminishes, and when Link is as close as he can be, the face is expressionless. There's also a small beam of light on the far right side of the ship, containing a lone flower. Now this ship has to be one of the most mysterious places in the entire game. It looks dark, haunted, and it's unknown who created it. But where did the idea come from? Are there similar stories in real life? And who created the ghost ship in the Wind Waker, or what caused it? Let's start with the first question. Well, back in the golden ages of the sea, there were more than a couple of stories about ghost ships. Especially in the 17, 18 and 1900s, there were a lot of folklore stories and sightings of so-called ghost ships. Now there are hundreds of stories, but there's one that's the most interesting, and a lot of you might have heard of it. The Flying Dutchman. The weather was so stormy that the sailors said that they saw the Flying Dutchman. The common story is that this Dutchman came to the Cape in the stress of weather and wanted to get into the harbor but could not get a pilot to conduct her, and was lost. Ever since, in very bad weather, her vision appears. Now this ship is a true legend, and one of the most known ghost ship stories in the world. Sightings in the 19th and 20th century reported the ship to be glowing with ghostly light. If hailed by another ship, the crew of the Flying Dutchman will try to send a message to land, or to people long dead. In ocean lore, the sight of this ship is a sign of doom. The news soon spread through the vessel that a phantom ship with a ghostly crew was sailing in the air over a phantom ocean. And this was a bad omen, and meant that none of them would ever see land again. The captain was told the wonderful tale, and coming on deck he explained to the sailors that the strange appearance was caused by the reflection of some ship that was sailing on the water below this image. But at such a distance they could not see it. There were certain conditions of the atmosphere, he said, when the sun's rays could form a perfect picture in the air of objects on the earth, like the images one sees in glass or water. But they were not generally upright, as in the case of the ship, but reversed, turned bottom upwards. This appearance in the air is called a mirage. He told a sailor to go to the foretop and look beyond the phantom ship. The man obeyed and reported that he could see on the water below the ship in the air, one precisely like it. Just then another ship was seen in the air, only this one was a steamship, and was bottom upwards. As the captain had said, these mirages generally appeared. Soon after, the steamship itself came in sight. The sailors were now convinced and never afterwards believed in phantom ships. So actually it's just an optical illusion, and people generally thought that this was a ghost ship. But what about the ghost ship in the Wind Waker? What caused this ghostly ship to appear? Well, there's only one fitting person who could have done it. The one, the only true king of evil, Ganondorf. There's only one really good point to be made for this, since this wouldn't be the first time that Ganondorf uses a ghost of some sort for his plans. We have seen this in 3 instances. First one, Ocarina of Time, where Phantom Ganon approaches Link in a hall decorated with paintings. Now Ganondorf says this is a mere phantom. He then banishes Phantom Ganon to the gap between dimensions, calling it a worthless creation. Now we also see Phantom Ganon in both the Wind Waker and Four Swords, so it is certainly something Ganondorf has experience with. Could it be that Ganondorf created the ghost ship by using a similar phantom to control it and defend the Triforce piece? We also see Balam doing something similar in Phantom Hourglass, where he takes over the ghost ship to fight Link. So you would expect that someone like Ganondorf would be able to do the same thing. It would also benefit him, since it would make it harder for Link to get all the Triforce pieces. Also, according to Lanzo, the ghost ship chart was created by an unnamed man, who tracked the locations of the ghost ship each night and crafted the map as a way of charting his movements. However, it is said that soon after the map's completion, the man died of unspecified causes. How the map ended up on the island is unknown. It could be that Ganondorf took care of the person who made the map, so no one would be able to find it and get on the boat. But before this happened, the man hid it, and this is also the reason why it's hidden in a maze. And the ghost ship disappears after the Triforce piece or chart is taken, so we know that it exists solely for that reason. A bit similar to Phantom Ganon from Ocarina of Time, it died and was banished after it failed. And before you say, what about the ghost ship from Phantom Hourglass? Well, judging by the differences in appearance and location, it seems unlikely to be the same ship. So the only person who could have been the one is Ganondorf. Unless there's something else. Something we don't know about. A legend about a chest. The legend of video game loot. Yes, you guessed it, Loot Crate. This legendary box is filled with all kinds of gaming and geek gear, and I love it. I bought myself a crate a couple of weeks ago, and look at what I got. A freaking spaceship from Futurama, a Mega Man figurine, a Fallout figurine, and way more. Isn't it pretty? To save 10% on your Loot Crate, go to www.trylootcrate.com/Dr.Wily and enter Bridge10 as the promo code. Link is in the description and on the screen right now. So go get yourself a Loot Crate and send me a photo together with your epic loot. I would love to see what you got from this month's crate. And as always, thanks for watching.